So make sure you do that. Okay, let's move to one more. I think we got a chance for one more question. Let's do this, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. Here is one good question, and this one comes from Sandy. Sandy says, what are some common deductions that are very easily overlooked by small business? Very good question, and we're going to talk about that a lot as well in the next hour with the webinar about preparing a tax return. But you know, most deductions that small businesses have come straight out of their business checkbook. You know, you write a check for rent, you write a check for office expense or supplies, maybe you pay your attorney that we talked about to organize your new business. Clearly those fees are going to be deductible, and you really just need to find out which line on the tax return to put those in. But there are a number of deductions that don't show up in your business checkbook. And if you don't know to look for those are easily overlooked. For example, the business use of your automobile. If you drive your car for business, and most all small businesses do, there's a deduction there, and you should make sure you know how to calculate that. And again, in the next hour, we're going to go through a lot of detail to show you exactly how to do that. If you use your car in business and you're not sure how to do that deduction, make sure you tune in for the next hour, because we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Another one that's very easily missed is the home office deduction. If you have a place in your home that you use regularly and exclusively for business, then there's a deduction there also. The logic there is the IRS give big businesses deductions for their facility cost, and they recognize small businesses who operate out of their home, they should get the same deduction. A little more complicated, you got to go through a long form, but again, don't worry about that. Stick around for the next hour, and we're going to show you exactly how to calculate that home office deduction. Sandy, those are a couple of big deductions that can save you a lot of money that are very easily missed if all you're doing is going through your business bank statement, your business checkbook, and looking for the expenses you had to incur with your business. If you use your car for business, if you have an office in your home, there's a couple of big deductions there that are easy to miss. The last one to talk about is retirement plan contributions. Now this is good for all of you, whether you're a small business owner or whether you're an individual. This is one of those deductions that's still left. Even though this is Saturday before the tax returns are due on Monday, this is still a great way to save some tax dollars. Making a contribution to a traditional IRA, if you're a small business owner making a contribution to a self-employed pension plan, the IRS is going to give you a deduction for the money you put away for your own future. How cool is that? That is an awesome way to save taxes. And the great idea is that is a savings on the 2010 tax return. You're filling out the forms, it looks like you're going to owe some money. Think about making that IRA contribution, the self-employed pension plan contribution, because you can put money away for your own future today and still save money on last year's tax return. And if you don't know about that, you don't know to do that, you know, the IRS is not going to call you up and remind you to make that contribution so that you can save taxes. But you can remember to do it. Make sure you make that contribution, and when it's time to do all the final tax papers on Monday, you'll end up paying less tax than you would have. Okay, so that's a great way to look at that from a savings standpoint.